Last night, while you were asleep, new money was created. Not printed, not delivered, just added. No one voted, no one approved your share, and yet the system moved.
It matters, because right now, prices feel strange. Assets are expensive.
So where does that money actually come from?
Forget printing presses. That's the old story.
Today, money begins as a digital entry inside a central bank. Here's the sequence.
A government needs cash. It spends more than it earns, so it issues bonds, IOUs with interest. Someone has to buy them. Sometimes investors do. But in critical moments, the central bank steps in. And when it buys those bonds, it doesn't transfer existing money. It creates new money on the spot. A few keystrokes, a larger balance sheet. Fresh reserves appear inside the banking system. Now banks have more capacity to lend. And when banks lend, they don't hand out someone else's deposits. They create new money too. You take a loan. Your account goes up. That money didn't exist seconds ago.
So now you have two engines creating money, central banks and commercial banks.
Both expanding the supply. Here's the uncomfortable part. Most of this money is born as debt,
which means every dollar comes with a promise to pay it back with interest. But the interest doesn't exist yet. So more money has to be created to cover it. That's the loop. It works until it doesn't. Because new money doesn't land evenly. It flows first into assets. Stocks rise, property climbs, wealth concentrates. Meanwhile, everyday costs creep up later, quietly. The hype says this keeps the system stable, and sometimes it does. But the reality is more fragile. The system needs continuous expansion to stay smooth. Slow it down, and pressure builds. Speed it up, and value erodes. So everything depends on trust. Trust that these numbers still mean something tomorrow, because nothing physical is backing them anymore. Just belief. And here's the question that never gets a clear answer. If money can be created this easily, what actually stops it from being created too much?